I was asked to speak for the nation of Israel. There was actually 15 different nations there, business people that came in to stand and support the nation of Israel. And so just met some amazing people. And so many people walked up to me and said, from China, from Jakarta, from Vietnam, from just all over Asia that are partners with us. And in fact, several of them walked up and said, we had the banquet on, help me, Tuesday or Wednesday. I have jet lag so bad. We had the banquet one of these evenings, and several people came up and said, we saw Sister Tiz teaching on Sunday, and she said you called her at 1 o'clock in the morning. And so to all of our partners, they have shofars, they have talits. So to all of our people in Asia, we love you from Dallas. God bless you. Amen. I hadn't been to Singapore. I've been to Singapore probably 7, 8, 9, 10 times, but I hadn't been there in about 20 years, 22 years. When we lived in Australia, we used to stop there on our way to the Philippines all the time, and that nation has changed so much in the last 20 years. It's the most amazing skyline you have ever seen. I think they said there are 6 million people in Singapore, and 20% of them are millionaires or better. And so in meeting these different business people, I asked them, I said, what is the key? Tiz was going to go with me to go shopping. Thank God she didn't go. I mean, there was nothing that I found that I could afford. I mean, it was like, ladies, it was like, they told us one day, we said, where can we go shopping? They said, go to Orchard Street. So Scotty and I and Truett got in a cab and went to Orchard Street, and it was miles of these malls, that huge malls, not like malls we have, made out of marble and glass. I mean, just the most magnificent buildings, and they're Gucci and whatever else stuff is that costs more than you and I could ever. And then they had another one with the same exact shops next to it. And then another one with the exact same shop. We kept walking by in our hotel. We kept walking by we'd go find some place to eat. We went out to eat the first night. A pizza, like a little pizza per person, no cheese, crust and tomato sauce, $40 a piece. And so we're looking for places to eat, and we kept walking by the shop, and I'd never heard of the watch before, but it was really cool looking, and we're walking by, and Truett says, man, I like that watch. I said, man, me too. And he walks up, and he comes back, and I said, how much is it? He said, $280,000. I said, well, let's put it on the room. So I asked people there, why is there such a blessing in Singapore? You know, they told me, because we've been standing with Israel since 1948. I'm not joking. And they are bold about it. It's the cleanest place you've ever seen. There's not a scrap of paper. There's not a piece of gum. I asked the cab driver one day, I said, you know, are they still real strict in that? And he said, oh yeah. And I said, you know, he said, like right here, he said, these restaurants are open till 3 in the morning. It's about a mile from the hotel. And he said, if you walked over here, he said, you'd be fine. I said, no danger. He goes, if they catch you with a 4-inch knife, they hang you. So I handed my pocket knife to Scotty and they said, we believe in standing with the nation of Israel. Let me read this to you. Genesis 12, you all know this, but I want you to hear this because we are hours away from Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah, and I'll teach this in the message, Rosh Hashanah, does anybody know what Rosh Hashanah means in English? Head of the year. It's the new, God will give everyone who's paying attention a new beginning. God will give everyone who's paying attention a new beginning. That's what it says in the Talmud. He'll give you a new beginning. But listen to this. Genesis chapter 12. Now the Lord had said to Abram, get out of your country, from your kindred, from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. That's the nation of Israel. And I will bless you and make your name great. And you shall be a blessing. And I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. And in you, Israel, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Yes. Now, we are hours away from Rosh Hashanah. In a moment, I'm going to blow the shofar. On Rosh Hashanah, as you'll see in this message, God is about to make a decision for you, for you, for you, for you. He's about to make a decision. And the reason why we blow the shofar for up till now 30 days and then 10 days after this is because God's desire is to bless you. But the blowing of the shofar is to wake you up. Have you been a blessing? You know, I taught at the dinner, if there's one thing I've learned in studying the Hebrew of the Bible is every time God is getting ready to bless you, he what? Gives you an opportunity to be, let me say it again. Every time God is getting ready to bless you, he first gives you a chance to be a blessing. Now tie that in with being a blessing to the nation of Israel. We'll show you next week a video. We gave Israel a check for $1 million at the conference from this church, from this ministry, and from our Stream family. $1 million. Now, that's because lots and lots of you and lots of people watching by television every week said, Pastor, we want to partner with you to be a blessing to Israel.